Hello! Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome Tiberian, hello! Welcome Carpets, hello! Welcome Kevin, hello! Welcome Officer Hotpants, welcome, hi! Ismael Rodriguez, Rancor, Setsuna, Leon Research, welcome, hi! Sorry, I don't know why it was so complicated for me to read those last few. And Caleb, hi, hello, hola, ¿cómo estás? Kevin, welcome. Wrong address, pal. This is Elyssia. Wait, what's that refer? I heard rumors of a great artist called Elyssia Nikos. Shut up! How dare try to dumb me down by complimenting me immediately. You know that I'm gonna stop functioning. I can't stop functioning. I'm in the middle of a war. I'm in the middle of a war. How dare you try to disarm me this early? I hope I came to the right place. You came to the place of Elyssia Nikos, no cute Elyssia Nikos. Ah, stop complimenting me. C Plus Hero, welcome, hi. Muy bien, ¿y tú? Bien. Estoy muy bien, estoy muy feliz de hecho porque tengo un mes antes de tener que tener algún jueves ocupado de nuevo. I'm very happy because my doctor today told me that I can go in 1 month. So we're reaching the end. We're reaching the end of the controls, people. We're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't have to waste at the Thursday morning until literally 1 month from now. I'm so excited about that. Good afternoon, Ellie. Just taking a snack break from work at home, and then I will go and do some study until work comes. Wanted to drop by to see what you're up to, and good time when you start. Yeah, it was good timing, C Plus Hero. Welcome, hi. I see Snake Tongue not cooperating today. When is it? When is it? Let's be honest. When is my stupid goddamn tongue cooperating with me? Never. The opposing team slipped me a bribe. Oi. Damn withers. Actually, who is winning right now? Let me check real quickly who's winning so far. Oh no, Wither is winning! Wither is winning! The points are really hard to read, but 3, 6, 2. Okay, 3, 6, 2. They're winning by about 100,000 points. About 100,000 points. So I really gotta start pushing art because I haven't posted anything yet. I haven't posted a single thing yet, and that's my bad. That's my bad. Oh, do we really have the power to make her throw the match? No, stop it! Stop it! I can always work more outside of the stream. Today we're working on this little character here. Her name is Soren, and she's a magical girl, and she likes stargazing or something similar. I don't remember the entire bio right now, but I do remember that I got the idea like, okay, stars, got it. Go, 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 go. So that's what we're doing today. Today we're aiming for something. The thing about ARTFIGHT is that you just need to draw the character of the other person. It doesn't necessarily have any other limitations. So with this character right here-ish, well, that was a terrible selection. How about I start properly? Like, started selecting properly. Alright, there we go. And this is the moment you guys get to see me working on a piece from beginning to end, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for it just now from 0 to something, and you're gonna see the beginning of the process, which you almost never did except for like the chibis. If you tie their arms, it would be a lot more difficult for them to draw. Hey, that's an idea. Your art style is so cute. Thank you, Mr. Brando. Also, this is not my art style. This is someone else's drawing. This is the owner of the character, and this is the reference. And now I have to go. And I have to draw this. Also, welcome. Cute art style for a cute snake. Stop it! Soren, isn't it? It's Soren. it's so... it's soaring like this. But now that you say it, it does sound like soaring. Like it might be a pun for soaring. I don't know. I don't know though, because I didn't ask anything for the owner of the character. I thought she was a pretty cute character. She is a pretty cute character, and that's how I chose her. It was very hard to find targets this year in comparison to last year, because... Okay, what do I want? Do I want a full body? Do I want a... I think I want a 3/4. I don't want to draw feet. I don't want to draw feet. Drawing feet is difficult. This year it was pretty hard to find... I'm gonna draw it smaller because I have an easier time drawing smaller than bigger. This year it was difficult to find targets because last year the teams were steampunk and cyberpunk. So most people don't necessarily have characters that are steampunk or cyberpunk based, and the aesthetics don't necessarily say much about the tastes of a person. But with this team, Bloom versus Wither, I find that a lot of the opposing team members have characters that are more like cool and edgy because, you know, Wither and Decay. And then the characters that people in my team have, Bloom, are more girly and frilly and happy and colorful because, you know, if you like that kind of aesthetic, you're gonna be attracted to Bloom. And if you like the edgy kind of aesthetic, you're gonna be more attracted to Wither. So it makes it really hard to find characters that I'm interested in drawing because my preferred aesthetic for characters is the same aesthetic that people in my team have. So I really want to attack a lot of characters in my fucking team, but that gives me 20% of the points, and I'm in it to win it. I got a taste for victory last year. That's an exaggeration though. I don't particularly, I'm not going to lose my goddamn mind if I don't win, but I would like to try. I would like to try winning. This is looking very whack, but it's fine. It's fine because we're gonna fix it later. So yeah, basically this year my selection for targets has been very short and very slow. And I'm not sure if I really start picking up the pace and I start drawing as much as I think I should be drawing, I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough targets that I pre-selected. So I'm gonna have to choose new targets, and I don't know what system I'm gonna use. I mean, I am hoping for a couple of revenges to come in and drop into my lab so that I don't have to choose anything. So for anyone who doesn't know ARTFIGHT, this might sound confusing, but so basically we have two teams. She doesn't have that much Buba. She doesn't have that much Buba. I should probably go a little bit flatter with this. That's better. That's better. So basically, the idea is that you post your characters and you join a team, and then people on the opposite team have to draw your characters to get points. And like that, you also have to draw characters from the other team in order to get points. Last year I submitted only me as a character, and this year I also added the demonic teddy bear that we did on stream together because I fell in love with that idea much more than I wanted to fall in love with it. And now we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if anyone is attracted to that. In Team Wither, people should be attracted to that since it's a very edgy like concept in comparison to my normal concept. So I really hope for, because last year every attack that I did was a target that I chose, and I didn't do revenge attacks because all of the art that I got was revenge in my direction. Revenge attacks is basically when someone draws something that you own, like a character that you own, it gets a you get a notification. It's like, this person attacked your character, and you're like, ah ha ha, ha 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 ha. You think 2 can play that game, mister? And then you go and you attack them back by drawing one of their characters. And so last year, I didn't really get any drawings that weren't like revenges for my attacks. I'm really hoping this year is different, and because I wanna have the chance to revenge. I've never done a revenge attack. I'm pretty sad about that. Okay, this is already going better. I think I wanted another layer. You should have joined Wither as Elyssia, but I don't want to. I like the aesthetic of Bloom, and that's my problem. My problem is I really like the aesthetic of oh, maybe something more like this. But then what would the bottom be? What would the bottom look like? That wouldn't make any sense. I'm struggling. Let's go back to my original idea to have like this sort of direction, line of direction. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. Hand, and a star in the middle. Is that too much? Is that too bad? Not that this matters a lot because it's gonna be covered by a skirt. Oh, okay, the direction of the skirt, right. Okay, so the skirt could be like ish. For the dynamics of the pose. And then the hair could be floating everywhere. That could be cute. It would force me to draw feet. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure it out. We're not gonna worry about it for now. We're not gonna worry about it for now. Seeing the art process is always fascinating. If you need OC character references, hit me up. I mean, for now, since this is ARTFIGHT, I have character references by looking at the other team and looking for characters that belong to the other team. That's where we're at for now. Okay, I have a general composition idea. I have a general idea for the composition. Is this going to work? Hopefully. Hopefully this is going to look good enough. Let's go. I've been upset lately because I've commissioned an art of my Oshi from my friend. For reasons out of our control, the piece has been delayed like 2 months. It's understandable. I understand that pain. I mean, when you have something that you really want to get done as soon as you can, and then there's a delay out of your control, it's like you can't really get mad because it was completely out of your control or out of the artist's control, but like it still freaking sucks. Okay. So I'm sorry that this is happening to you. I'm really sorry. And then the most popular artist of my Oshi has drawn a piece identical to what we had. Oof! Just from a different angle. Now we have to rework the whole idea. Oh god damn it. Ah, that sucks! Man, that sucks so bad. Ellie, I hope this doesn't trigger you, but you're so focused on your arts, and I hope the whole of your addiction is under control. It's not, but I'm waiting until Monday to play a little bit more. Sketching the character is my least favorite part of the process. Well, maybe not counting drawing hands. Definitely, drawing hands is worse for me. Drawing feet is even worse for me. And drawing the second eye is even worse for me. The rest of the process I kind of like pretty equally, except for when it comes to coloring. Coloring hair is my least favorite in the entire process. My least favorite thing in the entire process of arting is coloring hair. I'm struggle so much, and ruffles. But you guys know that already. You guys know that ruffles are my absolute enemy. Okay, that's better. That's better. Where is that? No! No! It's been 20 minutes and I already drew on the wrong layer. Why? Why do I have to suck? Man, it sucks to suck. It sucks to suck so much. I guess it's fine, but like, already. All freaking ready. Where is the skirt tied? It's sort of like high-waisted. The skirt is sort of like here-ish. I would say, unless it's a bit thicker and it covers the entire waist. So that would mean that the skirt has to kinda come out of here. Yeah, I think I like that as like a concept. I think I vibe with it. Draw her sitting on a 5-pointed star. Like this? Ooh, that could be very cute! Wait, that could be very cute! Oh, do we like this idea more, actually? I don't know. I like both of them. This one seems like it could be less problematic as well. Less difficult. Oh, maybe that would be a good idea. I do not have the patience for all the squares and the circles. All the squares and the circles? Oh, for the foundational sketch? What's up, boss? What's up, board clips? Hi, how are you doing? It's been a bit. I hope you're having a good day. Sketching the characters my I got really confused with the order of messages. Feet. I know. I freaking hate feet. Seth, fellas, welcome. Hello. That's because you fuss over them too much. I know, but ruffles are really hard because I'm a detail-oriented person. And they really do like the profile view then. Because I don't like feet? I'm confused. Pringles girl, huh? Opinion. Pringles girl doesn't sound familiar to me at all. I don't know if it's a reference that I don't understand, or if you're saying that she looks like a Pringles kind of person. Which, you know what? I'm not going to refute that, because I don't know enough about this character. Could be a Pringles kind of person. I think the other idea might be easier to draw, though. Hello, Ellie. Sorry for being late. I was putting a new chair together. Welcome, Richard. How are you doing? Hi, I hope you're having a good day. Is this art a commission? No, it's for art fight. It's to gain points for my team. You don't like the ruffles? I don't like the ruffles. I do not like the ruffles. Oh, Pringles because the chips are... Oh, I get it. I get it now. Pringles because the chips are smooth. That's what you mean. Listen, I think I've gotten a little bit better in doing ruffles. Like, this just happened. And I think it might be fine without needing a lot of fixing. If I just keep it that way, I think it might be fine. Although this kind of ruffles is not the exact same kind of ruffles that I just drew. There's different kind of ruffle techniques for as far as like actual clothes making goes. So I think I'm gonna have to be a little bit more detail oriented. Opinion part was something else. It wouldn't be polite to explain it here. Oh no, I got really lost. Ellie dislikes feet so much she decided to not have them in the first place. I think I solved it. I didn't decide to be born a lamia, but yeah, I hate drawing feet, so draw your own conclusions. You can draw your own conclusions. You know what? I think I might go with this only because it would be easier to draw. And this is art fight, baby. We have to really prioritize getting as many drawings as we can out. So first draft, and then we're gonna do fucking course I did that. How wouldn't I do that? Okay. We're gonna do this one. Which also implies having to draw freaking feet. But it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Okay. So if we have this, I'm gonna start building a figure over here. I'm gonna start building it with a different direction. Ah! Fridge! See, this is why I don't draw from draft to finish on stream. It's just like me messing up a bazillion times. That's all you're gonna see. This is just gonna be me. This is just gonna be me doing something and erasing it, and doing something and erasing it, and doing something and erasing it, and not being comfortable with anything that I have on the page. Because drawing is freaking hard. And it takes a lot of trial and erroring. How do I want the feet in this case? Like this? Sort of like this? She does have boots though. That's also like completely wrong. Perspective-wise. Perspective-wise, this is very freaked up. Also, the legs are incredibly long. That's better. Do I like this? Do I like this? I could like it, maybe. Profile view images is from the side, one eye, focus on the head, no feet and almost no head. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Profile view is like the feet are the easiest to draw in profile view, 100%. And the boobas are also much easier to draw. What if I just had the skirt falling? I don't think it looked good. I think it would possibly not look great. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this concept. So, okay but tired. Eyelids are already feeling heavy. Hey, if you fall asleep to me panicking over my drawing, that would be an honor. It would be an honor to know that my panicking was sort of kind of comfy. She doesn't have ruffles in her country, obviously. I do, I just avoid drawing them. I just avoid drawing them. I really, the sad part is I really do love ruffles. Technically, I love how like they look in real life, and I love how they look in drawings, and I love how they feel to wear. Honestly, wearing ruffles feels very nice, and I really like it. However, drawing it is an entirely different story that I don't appreciate. This looks very stiff, so I would have to find a way to fix the feeling. I don't know. Are lamias into fates? Are they exotic like tails are for us? I mean, I think shoes are very exotic. I think shoes are like something that mystifies me entirely. Socks, stockings, garters. There's so many things that I die for. Feet, not necessarily, but the things that you humans have come up with to hold your feet and to decorate your feet, that is very fascinating and very exotic. I really, really love things like, I don't know, garters, you know, thigh highs, boots. They can hold any size, from like stop at the ankle to stop at the freaking highest part of the thigh. Who came up with that? And they're all boots somehow? It's amazing. It is honestly fascinating. So I guess you could call it a bit exotic in some kind of sense. You should pull a leaf field and hide all your characters' feet behind rocks. You're right. That is another thing that the fucker does. I was gonna say freaker, but that sounded pathetic, and also Rob Liefeld deserves a full curse. Rob Liefeld deserves to be cursed out with the entire actual word. No mincing. Something a bit more relaxed for the arm. Something a bit more relaxed like that. And then the legs could use some work. I still don't think I like it though. I think I like the other idea better. And yes, I said this one was gonna be easier, but obviously it's not being any easier. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the first draft. I'm gonna take it all the way over here. Leave that one as the first draft. See how we feel about this. I think this might be easier. And you know what? If everything fails, we just cut it off here. If everything fails, we just cut it off at half body, or yeah, we just cut it off at half body, just like that. If the feet are too much of a problem, we just disregard them. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be perfectly okay. All right. So with that being just a sketchy sketch, we're gonna go into the second sketch and actually start fixing some anatomy issues. and removing some extra completely unneeded lines. Something like that. Something like that will do. And of course this is going to have ruffles, but that's for us. That's for the next moment. That's not something we're gonna care about right now. Cute frustrated lamia noises? Yeah, I know. Okay, but we get to vibe to the VGM. Wait, what? In that time and listen to cute lamia noises. Yes, but is it really interesting to just watch me do and erase and do and erase and do and erase and do and erase until I actually have anything even decent? Because, like, my problem is that I don't get anything decent until several tries in. It is very frustrating for me, and I don't know if it's frustrating to watch as well. Because it definitely feels frustrating to watch. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not frustrating to watch, but it definitely feels, from my perspective, like it would be frustrating. Alright, John Arks, welcome, hello! I'm sorry that I got to your message so late, but I've been suffering. I've been focused on this. Jelly, go away, welcome, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Also, sorry for catching your message so late. I've been so focused on what I wanted to do with this. Oh my god, ARTFIGHT, this is my first year participating. I might have missed it, but what is your ARTFIGHT link? I have it in my card. I don't have it in the description directly, but you can find it in my card. And also, my profile is very empty for this year because I haven't posted any attacks yet. But today I'm posting one. Today I'm posting my first attack. And it's not gonna be this one. This is gonna take a little while to actually finish. I can already tell. But I'm Team Bloom, if you wanna know. I'm Team Bloom, Team Flowers, Team Life, and I love it. So welcome. 30 minutes pass for my break. I will go now. Enjoy the stream and good luck on the art. Thank you, Z+ Hero. Santoshi, welcome. Hi, I subbed. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your time here. Please don't tell me you like Crocs shoes. I do not. They suck. You don't need to repeat yourself. She reads all messages eventually. Yes, Santoshi, I'm sorry that I got to you so late, but I did read your message. Thank you so much. To be fair, shoes are far more visually pleasant than feet. There are a lot of fun stuff you can do with shoe designs in art. Feet are just triangles with extra step. No. Don't forget the little sausages that are the toes. That's also something that feet have, and that I do not necessarily appreciate a lot. Okay, that is a more decent length for a leg. And then this side... more to the side, maybe? A little bit more of an exaggerated curve? Maybe that's too exaggerated. I think that might be too exaggerated. This is how I get to all of my drawings, by the way. Like, all of my drawings are just like, let's go for something really outlandish and then we'll fix it in post. Well, that is just how art works. It's not as frustrating to watch as it is to draw. And, well, it is fun to hang out with you. Oh, thank you! So, how are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Is anyone playing any cool games? Did anyone buy a lot of cool games during the sale? I bought one. I bought one game, and hopefully it's going to be on stream at some point. Maybe not right now-ish, but soon, maybe. I don't know. Soon, as if I wasn't playing already like 3 or 4 games that I really like. And sometimes I find that it is easier for me to do the bust when I have like this armless shoulder bust, like historical busts. crisp, you know? And sometimes it really helps me. Okay, I think I can leave it at that for now. The neck would have to be right here-ish. I think the neck would be right there-ish. Maybe I jumped the gun with the collarbones. Maybe I need to do the neck first. Oh god, now it looks like she's floating a bit up. So I'm going back on my decision of having her look at a star in her hands. Maybe she could just be floating and have a trail of stars all around her. Maybe that could be cute. Maybe if I do curve right here. Okay, so maybe if I do something like star trail around here, like a little star trail, she could just be like floating in the air. Looking up to the camera, looking down. Would looking down still be okay? And the reason I want to change the hands is because doing this would be very complicated and it would cover a lot of the design. Maybe it would be fine though, but maybe this would be more fun for me. Maybe doing something with like floating arms. It will be easier. So maybe I want to do that so that I can do as many drawings as I can this art fight. Maybe I simplify. Maybe I tone down my ambitions. Maybe I tone down my ambitions and I just draw things that I think I can do rather quickly. Something like that. That should be fine. That should be fine. Right? That should be fine. I don't know. She's been busy thinking about feet. No! What is art fight actually? So I explained it before, but I will explain it again. Let me catch up with the chat and then I'll explain what art fight is again. I think I only bought games for other people. Well, if you have a lot of games in your backlog, that is perfectly understandable. I mean, I only bought one this year because I have so many games that I have on my backlog. I've just been playing Identity 5. It's taken over my summer already. Hey, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it, okay? If you freaking enjoy it, keep playing that thing. I won. The cherry's now in one piece. Hey, congratulations! Well, I wanted to maybe persuade you to play Cuphead, but after last stream, I think it's best you not play it. No, listen, I think it will be fine. I'm bad at platforming, but I'm kind of good at bosses. So I think it would be fine. Also, we still have that idea of maybe me playing it with Yomi, which would be very fun. Ignore those fingers. I'm just like, this is not working already, and I'm gonna fix them later. But I think I'm liking this. I think I'm liking it so far. Now, we're gonna do the ball for the ball of the feet, which is probably called something else. We're gonna connect that like a pyramid? Maybe there? Maybe that's a decent position for the feet, and maybe that's not too jarring? No, that would be way too profile, so it needs to be more like this. Nope, it looks terrible. Oh my god, it looks terrible. Oh my god, I hate feet! I hate feet so much. Is that good at all? Do I just ignore the feet? Do I just ignore the feet and it's supposed to be freaking pointy boots. Supposed to be pointy boots. How do you even draw pointy boots? I think I'm going to have to cut the drawing at half body instead of full body. I don't think I'll be able to draw the feet. I think they're gonna beat me. I think I'm gonna lose against the feet. Oh god. I bought a couple of games. Nice. I bought Hextech Mayhem and InSound Mine on the sale. Nice! I think I've heard of Hextech Mayhem. I don't really recall it, but the name sounds familiar. I have not really been playing games since February. Got a little Fall Guys practice, and that's basically it. And a couple of streams I tried to get into the same as the streamer. Oh, Cookies is doing that. I hosted my D&D session last night. That was fun. Also got Wasteland Remasters for almost $1 on a Steam sale. Hey, getting games for $1 is always a freaking win. Speaking of games, 2 questions if you do not mind. How are Ellie thoughts on Pokemon? And I am interested if you're willing to spoil the community game ideas for the birthday stream. Yeah, the birthday stream is probably gonna be things like Gartic Phone and higher or lower, things that like nobody needs to have a game. Although I do love Among Us. I love Among Us with my entire heart and soul, and I would very much love to play Among Us. But that one is free on mobile. So we'll see during the stream who is there and who wants to play and who's what people vote for. But mostly I would like to do something that's like not a problem for anyone to get. And then Pokemon, I've never played myself. And it's this kind of thing that it intimidates me a lot, because you have to learn a lot of stats. You have to learn a lot of like weaknesses versus strengths versus, and then you have to grind a lot in order to like level up your Pokemon. And like, I don't know, it's also turn-based, which I struggle to get into because I don't know, my brain is too impatient to enjoy turn-based stuff most of the time. So I could not tell you anything from experience. I have no experience. I do love some of the Pokemon designs. I love the evolutions with my heart and soul. Yes, I know that's very basic, but what can I say? I'm a basic lamia. Also, I bought $100 worth of games that I probably won't get to in a while because of Holocure and Cuphead. Well, whenever you want to and can get to them, you're gonna have the whole backlog without having to spend a cent. So that's, that's good. Oh yeah, I bought the Jackbox games with You Don't Know Jack in them for free. And we had a lot of fun playing them on Discord last night. You know, Jackbox is one of those things that I'm really into it conceptually, but then I go in and I see that there's 7 packs and it's like, it feels like if you can buy one, it's a commitment and you're probably gonna regret your choice regardless of which one you buy, because there's so many that you're bound to find like things that you want in every single pack, and that means that whatever you get, you're gonna be looking at the other packs like, but that one, you know? I don't know the game, you don't know Jack as well, so I should probably look it up later. I bought one game and picked up a bunch of DLCs for I've been meaning to buy for ages, and for a bunch of other games. Hey, that's nice. That's very nice. Lekef, welcome. Hi, it's been a bit since I've seen you here. I think I've seen you here before. Welcome. Her feet look fine to me. Hell yeah. Victory. You think that looks fine? You think that looks decent? As long as it looks decent, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be happy with it. Beat by the feet. Time to lamify her. What if I just did every character and they were all lamias? What if I just Google lamia and I just only did lamia characters? Hextech Mayhem is a LOL universe game about Six going on a bombing spree to the rhythm of playing music. It's in sound mind, it's a psychedelic horror. So maybe I heard of Hextech Mayhem because after Arcane, I got really into like LOL lore told by anything other than the actual League of Legends game. And apparently every other product that they have put out is like really good, and people who don't play League of Legends are like, well, this other game is actually good, and this other game is actually good, and this show is really great, and also KDA is awesome. That I've known for years. But it's funny how their main game, like the thing that they went very well known for, is like a joke, a meme, like League player is sort of like a quote-unquote funny insult jab that you can throw at someone. And it's funny that every other thing that they put out is like actually freaking good, and they can't seem to make their main game have a good reputation. Okay, we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. Garlic phone is always a lot of fun, though it's sometimes problematic to get enough people in the lobby. Shouldn't be a problem on the birthday stream, though. I think at 15 people at 15 players per lobby, it's one of the community games with the best audience participation size, because a lot of other games sort of like suck with how many people you can have in them. In Pokemon, the elemental strengths and weaknesses are really all you need to learn. If you can learn that, and if you can understand that, a level 80 monsters always beat level 30. Wait, what? If you can do that, and if you can understand that a level 80 monster will always beat level 30, you'll be fine. Yeah, but it feels like doing homework, having to learn the strengths and weaknesses. Like, it feels like rock, paper, scissors with 80 extra steps, and you have to learn them as if it was homework, to me. I'm not saying that the games are bad, by the way. I'm just saying that's how my brain works, and why I don't like it that much. Evolutions are super cute. They are! Well, they look like a feet with a sock on it. What does? I'm so confused. You don't know Jack is the game series Jackbox is the game that the series Jackbox Games is named after. It started in 1995 and is one of my favorite games of all time. It's the only Jackbox game I care about. Oh, well, I will definitely research it. You can do mermaids too. You're not wrong. Everything about League of Legends is great aside from the game itself. I know! That's super funny to me. LOL itself is great. It simply has a terrible community. True. Okay, okay. Buenas, Eli. Buenas, Leo. ¿Cómo estás? Que tengas un buen día. Thank you for coming. I don't know how you're doing. How did your last guardia go? The second You Don't Know Jack in Jackbox Games is playable by 8 players. That's why I think like 15 for Gardic is like a really generous number. I know that most other games that people play on stream tend to have a lot less in order of participation amounts. If we're talking about amount of your participation, there was something I saw streamed a few months ago. Was it Crab Games? I bet you don't even know the Pokemon rap. You're absolutely right. I don't know the Pokemon rap. I know I know that it exists, and I definitely have heard it before. But if you ask me to tell you anything about it, like I couldn't even tell you how it starts. Is it in order? Is it in the order of the the Pokédex entries? I don't know. I will not be able to tell you. I may DM you later if that's okay with you. Though I need to check if it works with YouTube at all. Do DM me. Thank you for asking first before DMing. But do DM me with the title of the game. Tiberian Fin, I had the demo for you. What is that? TDK. Oh, it was probably a typo. You don't know Jack on one of those old Microsoft demo discs. Played it into the ground for ages. You're making it sound really good. Everything is good now? I'm very glad to hear that. I have no idea. You think I memorized something? Good. Then we are in the same spot. We are in the same spot. You and me, we probably know as much, I mean, about the same about the Pokemon rap. We probably have about the same amount of knowledge. Kind of. Why am I putting so much effort into that? It's probably gonna need to get fixed. Okay, I'm gonna delete this because it was a very poor attempt at drawing the clothes. And now that I have the basic anatomy, is it the best? No, but it's... I think I want this to be a little bit toned down. Actually, I'm gonna take the arm out of there. That's gonna be better. That's probably gonna be better. And now I take the arm and we scooch it over. I'm gonna want to rotate it a little bit as well to have it more similar to the other one. I'm gonna have to change the hands a little bit, and this is way too long. Wait a second. Yeah, that is too long. Look at where the hand starts in the other arm and where the hand starts in this one. Oh no, no baby. No baby, no, we're not doing that. Shrink. Oh shit, the perspective. Perspective. Okay. Shrink. 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 There we go. Actually, no, because this is the part that is too big. So we're gonna shrink that. And that's probably better. And now we're gonna grab the arm and we're gonna move it. Anyway, so let me explain ARTFIGHT again, because I caught up with chat kind of, and I'm never gonna catch up fully if I still am focused on drawing. So ARTFIGHT is this event where I have put my character. Okay, so ARTFIGHT. ARTFIGHT, right, is you join a team, you put your characters in your profile, so choose your own OCs, and then you draw enemy team OCs. And for each drawing that you do from the enemy team, your team gets points, and vice versa. So we're drawing Soren here. We're very much struggling with this arm, but we're going to figure that out later, because right now I want to put a little bit of effort into the outfits. I'm gonna have to figure the arm later. Calvin Cosplay, welcome, hello! It is not in order. Okay, thank you. You know more than both Officer Hot Pants and me. Thank you for your contribution. Also, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Trivia Party is my favorite from the Jackbox game. Trivia Murder Party is one of the ones that I played, one of the only ones that I played, and it was pretty fun. Even though the trivia was very US-centric, so for someone like me, I got like, you know, completely killed. The You Don't Know Jack demo was one of the few games that still ran in Windows 3.1, which is what I had at the time. I think I got it on Alta Vista Disc. I don't know what Alta Vista Disc is. I bought the full game later than the rest of the series. So, Jackbox games have been going on for long, huh? That sounds like they've been going on for a long-ass time. Okay, the hair, kind of like that. Alright. Okay. With that, I think I'm gonna be able to hide this. I think we have nothing else to gain from that. And that means we can focus on second draft. Okay. With that, I think we can focus on do I have anything in here? No. We can focus on the outfit. So the outfit has a sort of like shirt collar, high shirt collar. With pretty long, they touch sort of like the area of the rubies, so pretty long collar, neck collar thing. Which is extremely cute in my opinion. I think it's a very cute design. Then this connects in the arms. About like that. And it has ruffles, my enemy. But ruffles in the shoulders aren't as hard to deal with as ruffles everywhere else. Mostly because the way that the shoulder behaves going to produce a lot of ruffles that have the same sort of like direction. So it doesn't look bad when you have a lot of ruffles that have the same sort of like curves. And that should be fine, I think. Okay. Sorry for the hyper focus on the ruffles. Alright. I bought the full game later on than the rest of the series. So Jackbox definitely has been going on for long. I had no idea. But Shantae's 20th anniversary statue going on sale tomorrow. Why now? I already had to skip on the signed collector's editions of God Girls Without Salad. I'm so sorry to hear that. But also, weird that they didn't release it on the actual 20th anniversary, because that was a while ago. That was like a month ago. Oh, but it seems it will be on sale until late August. That's doable. Good. I hope that you can get it. I wish you the best of luck. Crooked Gamer, welcome! Hello, Elyssia. What's cooking? What's cooking for you? I'm doing good. I'm finally doing art fight on stream, so thank you. Who are you art fighting with? Oh, the character is called Soren, but I don't remember the profile of the owner. Let me go check my bookmarks real quick so that I look for the owner. Sorensen. The name of the profile in art fight is Sorensen. So I would have to assume that this is like the main character. I would have to assume this is like her main character-ish. Aw, someone did a chibi. I've heard it's super cute. I like that. I like what I'm seeing. I put this mat down with my Pokemon. What do you mean the SmackDown? Also, Dancy, welcome, hello! I hope you're having a good day! So is making your characters more difficult to draw the strategy to win? No, because then you don't get any art! They were originally created by a company called Jellyvision. Jellyvision spun off their game division as Jackbox Games. Jackbox created the series named after the new company. So Jackbox Games is named after the company, which was named after You Don't Know Jack, which was pretty much their only product when they spun off. Interesting, I always thought that it was like, you know, the name of the CEO or something. Like maybe it was called You Don't Know Jack because the main like CEO was called Jack or something like that. That's what I always assume, which I understand now that it's very wrong. Yeah, this is gonna be complicated because the perspective tells me that it has to be all frills looking at the same direction, and that normally looks very bad, in my opinion. Maybe I can put one-ish that is different. Nope, because that very much is gonna look terrible. Well, I'm gonna have to figure it out. What I really wanted to do was decide on this. How's this gonna look? About-ish there. Then it connects to the armpit, and then this has to come over here. And then this has to come over here. And then it has to connect with the armpit somehow. Which I guess that means that this would come from higher up. And this would go higher up. Like that. It looks kind of weird, but that's fine. Then we do this. Because boobas are here, so there's... You know? There's a deformation that happens because of the volume of the spheres behind it. And this is what, ruffled? Is this supposed to be like ruffled material? Because that would make me unhappy, but at the same time we're just gonna straight up simplify it. We're just gonna simplify it and that's it. And that would mean that I have to get this place also. Alright, I think that would be weird. That looks weird. That definitely looks weird. Oh god, boobas. Why are they complicated to draw? Why are they complicated to figure out volume-wise? I remember seeing the shelves full of You Don't Know Jack expansions when I was a kid. Bait head scratching, bald. Okay, not bait. Yep, that's because I was not reading properly. Bald head stretching from end to end of the electronics section. It's always been the same mascot, even? Like, it's just continued from back then until now without any changes, huh? They were individual games. They released like 10 of them in 5 years. Whoa! BRB? Okay, Leo! Well, because yes. I know, because yes, because that's just how they are. That's just how they are, and it's nobody's fault, but god damn it! Do they have to? Is it a vital part of boobas that they're also just hard to draw and figure out? That's it. It doesn't have to be this way. Couldn't it have been simpler? I really wish it had been simpler. We should get Liz to play the original You Don't Know Jack just to see how confused she gets by 1970s American TV trivia. I would suck at it. I would just, like, lose immediately. How would I know stuff about 1970s American trivia? How would I know? That's just ridiculous to even consider. Okay, that's better. That's better. We can also reduce this curve so that we don't have any like strong bends and it's just first of all more accurate to the actual design, and second of all just like less problematic to figure out. Yeah, okay, I am liking that. I'm liking that. Now let's focus on the other booba, which is much worse. This is gonna be much worse, much more difficult. First, I'm gonna draw the booba behind, like the actual thing that we're drawing. Is that fine? I think that's kind of fine, but not entirely. I think there's something off. Well, for starters, they're too big, aren't they? For the character that we're drawing. But I think it's kind of okay. Since we don't really have to make it super tight or anything. Oh, this curve is bothering me so much. This just doesn't feel right. This part, I don't know why, it just doesn't feel right at all. That's maybe better, hopefully. Just, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. If I do it in this direction, it's going to look wacky, won't it? Yeah, it will look very wacky. So we're gonna just go with this. Better. I think that's better. The thickness is off, but it's not bad. The thickness is off, but it's not terribly bad. Well, now I regret never buying them. I thought they were expansions, and since I can never find the original, I just wrote them off. Oh no! Sadness! You can still buy them on Steam, officer. Wait, the originals? The originals are still there? Like the original, you don't know, Jack 5 games in 10 years games? Oh cool, seems that Oculus Quest 2 no longer requires linking your Facebook to it. Pretty sure it still shows you ads in game though. What the fuck? What the actual heck? Is that really what they did? Is that really what they did to the poor Oculus? Holy shit, that fucking sucks. What the absolute hell? The Oculus that my friend lent me, I don't know who remembers that, but I had an Oculus for like a year because the friend that owned it was like detached from it, and like basically one time they lent it for like a party or something, And then they were like, you know what? I'm not even using it, so keep it here, and then whenever I need it, I'll just come get it. And then eventually that friend moved and sold it, so I had to like give it up. But what it was an Oculus something. Was it an Oculus Rift? Was it just like an Oculus? I don't know. I don't remember. What if I just, this is just a crazy idea, but what if I just I don't think it would work. I don't think it works. I did say that it was a crazy idea, and I didn't expect it to work, but I don't think it works. I think it ends up looking very messed up. Unless I very much manually deform it, but in that case, why wouldn't I just be drawing it? Let me check. Maybe we can do something decent out of that. No, it looks just like the other one. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't really help at all. Does it? Cool. Hey, there's also 1990s American TV commercial slogans. Is that better? No, it's much, much worse. Commercial slogans? American commercial slogans? How would I ever... Like, I would need a miracle to guess those things. And none of them would be out of experience. Yeah, this is a mess. Well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I still feel like it needs to be a little bit less curved though. Like a little bit straighter because of the perspective on this side. And we're very slowly inching towards it looking fine. Yeah, I think that's looking better. I think that's looking better. I think I can leave it in there for now. And that would make it time for this. About here. About here. We would need to do this. And that's fine. And then we need the skirt. The skirt should have two divisions. One at the very, very, very bottom for the little white ruffles. And then one, not exactly halfway, but rather 2/3, 3/4 of the way. Definitely not half. Definitely not half, but like ish, I think. And then we'd start with the ruffles. And then we start with the ruffles. And we have patience here. Have patience, have faith. Have faith more than patience. But definitely have patience here. This is gonna take a little while. But meanwhile, we can keep talking. It feels left? What do you mean it feels left? Fox and Isam, welcome, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Ellie's love, Ellie's life. Oh, shush. I'm just a lamia. I'm just your friendly neighborhood lamia. Nothing special. Somebody on the internet, welcome back. Hello. Mr. Clean's design has not changed in 64 years. Mr. Clean. Wait. What the hell? Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean. no, it's definitely not the same. Ooh, I got really weirded out for a second. Because we also have a cleaning agent that like has a mascot that is like Mr. something. But it's not the same guy. It's not the same guy. I was like, they changed the name when they brought it up, but it's not. It's not. Well, know what I'm buying later. Damn, you really love that, huh? Yes. Which version of which Windows are you using? Me? 10. I'm using Windows 10. Hi, Elyssia. Hi, Lasmia. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Oculus Rift, it's pretty good. I don't remember really. I don't think she's going to finish this sketch in 45 minutes. I don't think I'm going to finish it in 45 minutes, but as long as I have like the base to start doing the lines, like this is what I call a very kind of like a clean sketch. Once I have this, the lines are very hairy and like messed up, but I don't really need to work on it a lot more once I do the lines. Once I do the lines, I can just go in and just clean out the lines. But overall, just trace everything exactly as it is. And that's like a pretty well finished sketch, if you ask me. Oh, that's a lot better. That looks better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, I would say that's fine. I would say that's fine. Oculus, the company, was bought by Facebook, now Meta, but we don't call that. Well, we don't call it that. It's filled by all of its awful business model. That I hate that. I hate that so freaking much. Still have better controllers than Vive, but is it worth ads in your games? Is it worth it? I don't think so. Also, is it worth not knowing if your data is being mined to sell to third party to a third party? Is it worth it? Is it worth it at all? I don't think it is. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to leave the lines out of it for now. And just focus on the bottom. I'm just gonna focus on this. And I'm gonna try to make them not too small. Because when I make ruffles too small, I end up suffering a lot. Because it means that I have to make them, like, make more of them. If I make them big, I get to not do too many of them, you know? So that's more important, in my honest opinion. Okay, so far so good, right? So far so good. This is going well. This is going decent. Feeling a lot less well now that I added that line. Okay, there we go. This is going decent. Okay. Next line. Line by line. Line by line we try. Okay. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully. It's going. It's going. Okay. Facebook thinks the metaverse is going to be the next social media, so then buying Oculus makes sense now. Yeah, I know. I feel weird about the whole idea of the metaverse. The fact that people are selling like millionaire mansions for actual millions, like thousands of dollars, and it's like that is a virtual thing. There's a free mod out there that will give you the exact same thing, I'm sure. I don't know how to explain that, like, it freaks me out how they're trying to make it as much of a money sink as they can, and buying virtual things as if they had the value of actual real life things that they represent. I don't know, it weirds me out a little bit. I would never buy anything from them, obviously. I would never buy a game system that is gonna riddle me with ads. Like, I'm already buying the console. I'm buying the game itself, you're going to also give me ads? The only reason I would ever have ads on anything is when I can't put money directly on it. And so I either watch ads on YouTube to support the YouTubers that I watch, or I play games that are free but had ads to support the developers that made the game free. But honestly, having me buy a console and then having me buy a freaking game and then having ads on top of it, that is just insulting. That is just insulting. How dare they? Do lamias have to work out their tail like we do things like running and sit-ups? I mean, now that I'm living on the city, I do have to. But back when I was living in the forest, there was a lot of like climbing that you like get around. A lot of our main lamia community was built with a lot of height, you know? So there's a lot of just normal exercising that happens day to day. Also, the fact that I was very big on hunting eggs just for the challenge of it, that was also a lot of exercise. But now that I live in the city, I do have to like purposefully try and exercise my tail. I'll test You Don't Know Jack on Windows 10 for you. No, don't! I would never be able to win that game anyways. If it's 1970s American trivia, it would be just a disaster for me. I would just be a disaster on it. I think we both know that. I think we both know I would have no chance whatsoever. For a moment, I thought you said you were using Windows Me. What do you mean Windows Me? I forgot the chat is like 30 minutes behind. No, what do you mean 30 minutes behind? I'm not that far behind. It's certainly not worth being banned from using your VR set if your Facebook account gets suspended. No! If your Facebook account has issues, your entire freaking console is like a brick. I honestly, it's making my blood boil, finding this stuff out. Hearing about this is making my blood boil. Just because we live in a kind of like modern capitalism state where the things that you buy are coming out crappier and crappier, especially in tech, it doesn't justify things like buying something that can very easily be turned into a brick by like your account getting banned. What the hell? Like, what the absolute hell? You can't escape from the ads. I will never buy one. Even if I ever had like the money for it, I would never buy one. I'm sorry, that's an immediate like turn off. Not just a turn off. That is an immediate like I'm foaming at the mouth off. You know? Absolutely ravenous with fury right now. Absolutely disgusted. How? It's messed up, man. It's messed up. Back, busier evening than I expected. I think I'm gonna re-listen to the stream in the weekend. Hey, I hope you enjoy it, and don't worry if you don't feel like it. Just don't feel like you have to do it. But I'm glad that you're having a productive evening, at least. Also, you have the new chair that you managed to put together, so you know, feel good about being a proper productive person. Pat yourself in the back for that. Pat yourself in the back for all that you've achieved today. Me, I haven't achieved much. I hope that I'll finish that one attack revenge that I mentioned before, so that I can post it today. And then I did go to the doctor, and I had to waste so much time on that. But as I said before, we are finally reaching the point in which I only have to go for like a monthly checkup, which means, hey, it's improving. The situation is improving. Ooh, that one is a lot bigger than everything else. How do I want to handle that? I kind of want to make everything a little bit bigger. I kind of want to make them all over again, but a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. I don't want to like go crazy on the size either. Is that too big? That's kind of too big. Just a little bit less. Just a little bit less. Just about there. Yeah, okay, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Is it? Is it just a smidge more? Just a smidger in. Just a tiny little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now I'm happy. Ellie was very big in the forest and is small now in the city. Got it. No, I am exercising, I promise. Yes, you can't use it without functioning Facebook account. So if the account gets suspended, you're screwed. That is ridiculous. I don't know. I'm guessing her tail is a lot larger now that she sits on her computer all day eating dulce de leche. No, I don't eat more dulce de leche than I did before. I promise. I eat healthier than I did before even. I have learned to cook by myself, and that means that I'm in control of everything that I put in my mouth. And that means that I'm a lot more conscious of what I choose to cook and what I choose to eat. I'm eating a lot more chicken breasts than chicken thighs now, which have less fat distribution. Is that too big? No, but it is too tilted up. It needs to be a little bit flatter. Like that is better. Yeah, that's better. That's why I deleted my Facebook account. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to make a Facebook account, and if I ever had one, I've completely forgotten it, and it's probably just completely blocked from, like, I'm probably completely blocked if I have another one. But when I tried to do one last year, before I debuted, it wouldn't take my name as a real name, so, you know. Sucks to suck. I didn't get the chance to open a Facebook account. And you know what? I don't feel that bad about it. So I don't care that much. I'm gonna say it. I don't give that much of a break. I don't give that much of a break. I don't care. You probably did or will do plenty as well. Oh, thank you. I'm hoping to finish the revenge that I have almost done. And I also have another one that I have half done. I didn't want to do that one on stream because I'm struggling a lot, and also because, like, I thought the point of doing a drawing from scratch was more interesting. Like, I thought that maybe it was more interesting to watch from zero to complete it instead of just from something that was half done into completed. Of course, this is not going to be completed on this stream, but maybe I'll draw a little bit more on Monday. Maybe, I don't know. I have a lot of attacks to do anyway, so I can leave this one on the burner, on the back burner, to do it on stream, and I can do the other ones on my free time. But now you see why it takes me so long. Basically, this is like the best way to show just how long of like trial and erroring it takes me to finish one freaking thing. Granted, sometimes I do go to drawings with a much more consistent idea of what I want. Is that supposed to be ruffles? Kind of. Am I going to make them ruffles? Absolutely not. This is going to be like, you know, frilly, like cotton. That's going to be like a cotton kind of texture. We're not gonna spend too long on it. We're just gonna vibrate our pen around, and then I'm gonna fix it later. But about that seems quite alright. It looks too big. Give me a sec. Oh, nope. Okay. Rethinking. It needs to be closer to the mouths of the ruffles. That was definitely too big. And I think that's better. I'm getting sloppy here. There we go. Almost. Okay, here we go. Nice. That's better. Okay, and now this has a string here. Where does it come from? From the other side. Comes from the other side. Does this loop over here. I like that. I think I like it like that. It is, on the drawing it is very flush against the skirt though. So maybe I should try and respect that a little bit better. But she is floating though. If she is floating, I would assume that everything is floating, including the chain. But I'm gonna make it just a little bit more flush against the skirt. Just like that should be fine. It is still a little bit away from the skirt. So that's gonna be enough. Windows ME is a 22-year-old operating system that nobody liked for a great many reasons. I never even heard of it. Think Windows 98 but horrible. This Windows 98 but horrible could describe pretty much anything. Like, add but horrible, and like I don't know what that would mean. Was it slow? My family now pesters me to get back onto Facebook because that's the social media they use, not my parents, some distant relatives. I'm so glad that I don't care about that kind of stuff. I'm sure that I have plenty of people that only use Facebook and that need like my interactions to be there. Unfortunately, I just don't care. No, that's a lie. You know what? That's a lie. I'm sure there's plenty of relatives and people in general that wish I was in any given social media. Because the truth is that as much as I am a very social person and a very like, this is the technology is the future, get into the times kind of person, I don't really use social media. I mean, the social media that I use the most is YouTube, and that's not social media anymore. That is like an entertainment platform. I don't even count it as a social media anymore. Oh, hell, I have to do this. Yeah, that's cute. That's fine, right? This is a fine kind of star, right? I think that's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna copy and paste it. We're gonna put it here. Make it smaller. Give it perspective. And turn it around a little bit and put it there. Right there. Okay, that's cute. That fits. That's perfect. Now I'm gonna copy that thing, that very same one. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Put it there. Twist it a little bit so that it's not exactly the same. And then duplicate it again. Paste it in here. Make it smaller. Yeah, make it smaller. Put it in there. Change the perspective a little bit more so that it doesn't look exactly the same. Just subtly changing stuff. That's cute. Okay, okay. What else? The boots. The boots. The goddamn feet. The goddamn feet are coming. Ugh. Inklin, welcome, hello, Inklin, welcome, hi, I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome, welcome, I hope you enjoyed here. Wait, so are you working on the cleanup sketch or line art? I got lost. This is like a cleanup sketch. This is still pretty, like, hairy and, disorganized. So after this, I'm gonna do the line art, and it's gonna be just the last pass, I think. I think the next pass is the last one with the most of it being done already. You know what? I think I'm gonna bring this back up and I'm gonna work on the hair a little bit and the face, because I haven't really paid attention to that at all, and that's kind of like a problem since, you know, the face is the most important part of a character pretty much. So I'm gonna leave that kind of visible but kind of not annoying, right? Go. And now the part that everyone hates, or at least that I hate, and I would assume that everyone hates, the eyes perspective. Although that's not half bad. That's not half bad. Maybe we're not gonna struggle too much. Maybe this is not gonna be super difficult. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I'm really freaking hoping. Okay. I like this eye way more than the other one. So. You can't even run from Facebook. They own Oculus, Instagram, and WhatsApp. You literally can't run from them, especially with them on WhatsApp. Absolutely, you can't run from them, but like just having WhatsApp, thankfully they haven't linked it to Facebook. I don't know if WhatsApp is used widely in other places. I know that like in Latin America, we use WhatsApp almost exclusively. I have a friend or two. No, I think it's only one friend. I have one friend that wanted to start like a movement to switch to a different... Oh, frig. That eye is completely off. That eye is completely off. What the hell? Okay, what is going on with it? Why is it completely off? Let's close it up. Okay, closing it up. And then why is it completely off? First of all, because it's not touching the bottom. The other eye is definitely touching the bottom. So we're gonna change that. First, we're gonna grab the top part, make it closer to the bottom, make it touch the bottom. So that's first mistake. Second mistake, it's getting better, but still not good. Second, I think it needs to be a bit closer to this edge. And that's still wrong, but I think now I like it more than the other eye. That is still wrong, but I like it. So let's tinker with the other one for a sec. Let's tinker. I mean, something's definitely wrong, but I'm struggling to see what it is. Maybe it's the inclination. Maybe it needs to be... Oh, right. I forgot that the crosshairs were also in that layer. Ah! Frig! Wait. What? Did that make it better, actually? I think that made it better! I think that kind of fixed it! I don't think it's perfect yet, but I think it's, like, good. I think it's fine. I would say that's good. I would say that's good. Okay, we're going places. Hell yeah! Accidentally fixed it. I accidentally fixed it. Don't know what happened. Don't care. The point is, it looks better now, and that's what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna focus on the fact that it looks good. We need to find a Brazilian lamia if I want one with a large tail. There's people with different bodies in every country. At least WhatsApp doesn't require a Facebook account to use. I'm so thankful for that, because the day that we leave, like, the day that we're locked out of WhatsApp, the day that communication collapses in my country at the very least. Like, I don't know if anyone would know how to, like, find another system that would be as unified as WhatsApp is. I think the eyes are fine now. I think the eyes are good. I think I'm gonna leave them like that. And then I'm gonna come to this one, and I'm gonna do the hair, which is... I'm gonna focus on this being on top of one of the eyes, and this coming up to the middle, basically. Okay, so here we have this as the hairline, and this would be the middle. Then this triangle here. Okay, yeah, that seems more like it. It does have a very noticeable outward trend in this side, like peaks that go over that side. And I think I need the ear, because she definitely has a lot of focus on the ears. Yeah, that's kind of fine. That's kind of cute. That's kind of okay. She has this floating little earrings. Nice! Okay, I'm liking it. I'm actually liking it. Oh boy, I'm actually liking something! Okay, it's always a lot of fun to hang out with you, but I will slowly start heading to sleep. See you tomorrow, Ellie. Thank you for coming, Rancor. I'll see you next time! I hope you have a good night and a good restful sleep. Imagine how it looks for me drawing on paper. Good night, Rancor. Listen. it's not easy to make the switch from paper to tablet, and not everyone should do it because like a tablet is an investment and not everyone like would do enough with a tablet to justify the investment, I guess. But it kind of like changes everything. Once I started drawing with the tablet, at first I kept going with the pencil. I kept doing things with pencil, but I got really out of use because like losing things like the Ctrl-Z on the transform, it feels so weird. You want to do things easier and you can't, you know? So it definitely is a change that kind of like never ends. It's a change for a lifetime almost. Okay, we need this little hairish here. It's kind of cute. Okay. And then on the other side, also another piece of hair that is very much outward leaning, like that. I'm not super satisfied with that clump of hair, but we'll fix it later. You know, you guys, you know the motto by now. By now you've been here long enough that you know if I say I'll fix it later, I'll just take it out of my mind and I won't care about it for a while. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good, that's looking cute, that's looking decent. We're gonna add the little, she has very cute, thick eyebrows. So we're gonna add them right there-ish. But now she looks kind of sad. Now she looks kind of sad. So let's have her like that. Might be better. A better shape. Yeah, now she doesn't look sad anymore. Now she doesn't look sad. Now that's better. Okay, oh yeah, also love the art. Good luck with finishing it. Thank you so much. I assume that you're already gone, but thank you so much, Rancor. If your family lives abroad, you literally have to use it if you don't want to spend a fortune. Oh, absolutely. We use it. Literally everyone here uses it. Nobody communicates with anything other than WhatsApp. Nobody. Don't use Facebook, don't use Twitter. Occasionally hassled for being hard to reach with people I live with. I understand that. I understand that. I don't use Instagram. I don't use, like, I don't have a personal Twitter because I hate Twitter. I already have one just because, like, I want to be in touch with the VTuber community. And even that is hard to maintain. And, like, my family doesn't know about the very few other social medias that I could use. Like, I don't know, Reddit? Do you think my family knows or understands Reddit? Absolutely not. Who's this character you're drawing, Elyssia? I'm drawing this character. Her name is Soren. And she's from a user in ARTFIGHT called Soren-san. And it's very cute. And it's very cute. My previous message is about WhatsApp. You don't need to pay money for international calls on it. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Have you ever tried Discord? You can make calls or even video calls from there. You can, but it's not easy to get people to get into Discord. Specifically, people who aren't that tech savvy will, like, be very hesitant to do stuff like that. First we're gonna actually deform this a little bit because I think my skull was too big. I think the skull was too big, and if I'm gonna use it as a base, it has to be good. Does that look better or worse? Did I make it better or worse? Is that skull too small now? Nah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Okay. So she she has twin tails, which means at around here and here there's going to be little decorations. And also it means that hair would be pulling towards there. So if this is aligned, that would be in that direction, and then this and this and this. And then in this direction, and then this, and this, and this. And now we have to draw the actual little twin tails, which they seem to be shorter than the rest of the hair. So about that length should be fine. And I want to add, I don't know, I'm gonna add some bullshit later because I really do like drawing hair. But first I need the main body of the hair, the main shape for the hair. I'm gonna have it come out from under there. Maybe. And it needs to be kind of chaotic. It needs to be kind of chaotic for two reasons. One, because she's floating. And two, because the base hair of the reference is also kind of like all over the place. It definitely has a lot of like, you know, peaks that go in the opposite direction and stuff. Also, am I making it too long? Nope, it's fine. It's supposed to be very long. So what I'm doing is fine. We're gonna do something like this. Nope, we're not. We're not. It's not looking good, so we're not gonna do something like that. But we could do that. And this needs to be, for this to work like this, it has to be obviously a lot longer. But being pulled towards that side because of, I don't know, gravity or something. I also, something that I'm trying to do lately, and it's very noticeable in how I did my art before versus how I've been doing my art since the Siren like redrawing stream. Something I've been trying to do lately is I've been trying to draw a lot more detail into the hair, because I used to just draw it pretty, like I used to do the main shape and then kind of like stop there and say like, oh well, I'll paint it and it's gonna be noticeable in the painting. And then no wonder I always hated painting hair, because I was leaving most of the work for my painting of the hair. I was leaving most of the work that I was gonna do for defining the hair shape to the painting. Instead... Guys? Guess what just happened? Take a wild guess. Just take a really wild guess. I bet you'll never be able to tell. I bet you have no idea what just happened or why I got so upset. I bet it's indecipherable. Okay, does this make sense? No, it doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't. So we can just focus on something like this. Maybe, but that's looking really weird. It's looking very weird, so... I think that's better? And that's better. That's better. Adding random strands also floating away from the hair is always gonna give it more body and more like shush. A bit more of a shush, you know? Grandparents kind of stopped me from using only exclusively Discord. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of people just refuse to learn something new. And Discord itself is pretty complex as an app, as a messaging system. Like not complex in the sense that it's hard or anything, but complex in the sense that it has a lot of features and a pre-established, like, I wouldn't say culture, but a pre-established like way of using it. And people who aren't really tech savvy will struggle to get on that. Struggle to learn it and struggle to get used to it and stuff like that. Didn't you make a VTuber Instagram? I did, and then I never posted anything on it because it, like, I don't know if this has changed. I really wish it was different now, and I hope that it has changed. But Instagram wouldn't let you post things from your computer. It exclusively allowed posting from the phone, and I personally really struggle with that because that would mean that I have to somehow get like the drawings that I make into my phone and then post them on Instagram, and I don't know if the quality gets worse or what. I also like hate writing captions and managing stuff from my phone. I'm very much a desktop user, and I don't know, I hate it. So I never really did much of an effort to keep Instagram updated, which I know that I should. It's just really freaking hard with how limited my interactions are with Instagram. Did I say Facebook? I meant Instagram. Okay! It's still missing a little bit of chaos. We're gonna add some like here. No, because that's very similar to the other one. How about here? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, maybe we add something. No, but that's too similar to the one she has left on the head. Okay, I would say that's fine. Also, she's supposed to have a little bit of a floating piece of hair here, I guess. So, I like it. I think this is pretty good for 2 hours. I think this is pretty good for 2 hours, from 0 to this. I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty decent. She has little platform heels. I have no idea how I'm gonna draw that. Maybe with something like this. But better. This will need a lot of redraws, probably. Like, feet are complicated, and I'm choosing a very complicated position as well, so I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work out. But at least the top should be easy. The top should be just like a little V. With that going for it. Oh, but that's too long. That is way too long. It's supposed to be like an anklet kind of boot. So I definitely have to delete that and that and bring it really far down. In fact, I really want to cut the feet off and not do them. It's hard. It's very hard. I don't know if I want to do the feet, but the composition would look very messed up if I didn't. To be completely honest, I would really be. That's still too long. Okay, we're not gonna worry about boots right now. We're not gonna worry about it. Tomorrow is another day, and tomorrow maybe I found references for it. We also still have to fix this arm, which is still way too long. Still very much too long. If I just do this, it's gonna be better. But also that hand annoys me in how the perspective of it is. I think I want to change the perspective of that one. Is it not too short? It's probably too short now. God damn. Need to find a middle ground. That better? That's kind of better. It's kind of better. The shape of the arm is a complete mess up though. This should be higher. The little bumpy of the arm should be higher. That's going better. And then that means this one should be lower. One of the things that make arms look a lot better is when you understand that, like, when you have arms can't be a cylinder, they have to have bumpies, and one of the bumpies is always going to be higher and the other one is always going to be lower. And when you figure that out, it starts making your arms a lot nicer. Okay, yeah, that hand definitely has to go. I don't like the shape of that hand. But it's not, like, it's going well. And again, I know that it's like, it's just a sketch for 2 hours, but this is pretty finished, details-wise. So once I, that's better. That's a better idea. That's a better idea. Now I don't know if this arm's too short or if this arm's too long, but that is something for future me to figure out because it has been 2 hours and I did practically do the entire thing. I'm pretty happy with like how it looks, and all I need to do now, is figure out the feet with the little boots, figure out how this is gonna work, probably about that high. Figure out how I'm going to freaking draw this. How am I gonna figure that out? Oh, I need to get myself good references. And then that would be pretty much it. Because I really did put a lot of detail into the base sketch. So once I have to clean it, it's practically done. And that's a full body attack. That's really good for points. I can't give up with the feet. I can't. I have to figure them out. So I'm gonna stop for now. I'm gonna stop for today. I'm gonna go wrap up with the chat. I'm gonna read all of the messages that I've been kind of ignoring because I was focused so much on this. I haven't saved even once. Oh, I haven't saved even once. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to wrap up. I'm gonna go to the wrap up and I'm gonna read your messages right away, except first I'm gonna save because if this gets lost I'm gonna have a panic attack. Well, I guess I could just like grab a screenshot if anything happened. Grab a screenshot from the stream and be done with that. But still, I would very much not want to have to do that. This was Soren, okay. Woo! Alright, now I can read your messages. Now I can finally catch up with the chat. Hello there, Gumbros and Gumsis. Hope everyone's doing well. Because I'm definitely not. Oh no, random guy! What's going on? I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, how are you doing? Terribly, but why? It's okay if you don't want to share. I just hope it gets better. I hope it gets better, whatever it is. Random bullshit, go! Layer? Yeah, wrong layer. It was a wrong layer, guys. It was wrong layer. I was on another tab and then I just heard a full-on stop in the middle of that stop and had to tap back in. It was me drawing in the wrong layer. As always, somebody on the internet. It was just me messing up my layers, which is a favorite pastime of mine, apparently. It's like a sport for me. Email them to yourself for the pictures for Instagram, I guess, but it's so annoying to have to do so many extra steps. I can already open Instagram in my website. Why not post from there? Like, that is a deliberate choice from Facebook, Metaverse, whatever, and I hate it. None of it's anime. Anime characters tend to have cone-shaped arms for simplicity's sake. Let me think about it. Do they though? Oh, I think I know what you mean. Just got back. That's looking so pretty. Thank you so much, Mr. Brando. I am actually very happy with how it's looking. I'm not going to continue it until Monday probably. I have other attacks that I'm doing anyways. But I'm really happy with how this one is looking. Already the quality and speed, I can notice such a difference between last year's art fight and this year. Last year I did 5 drawings in the entirety of art fight and the quality wasn't that great. This year I can already tell so much has changed. Like, I've gotten faster, I've gotten better, and one thing that I really love art fight for is definitely how well it allows me to track my progress. It's like, it's very clear when I'm doing better than before, both in speed and in quality, it's very easy to track it on ARTFIGHT, and I really love that. Well, the whole drawing stream and no save check? Yeah, no save check. Nobody gave me a save check. Make sure to save while I saved already. I saved already. Nothing that bad. Was trying to record a song, but my perfectionist musician ears kept hearing small mistakes. I'm at about 150 takes and still not good. Random guy, I get you. I'm an obsessive perfectionist. I hate that about myself. But listen, at one point you have to just go for finish, not perfect. It's a very hard lesson to learn. I know I struggle with it all the time, but try to at some point define that like this is it, you know, and just pick the best one that you have and work with it. I know that it's impossible. I know it happens to me. Someone may call me a hypocrite, and I'm not saying that it's possible to do, but I'm saying you at least have to try. I'm not saying do it. Just stop, dude. Just stop. Finish up. But like, at least you have to try, because it's a nightmare to be a perfectionist. But you know, we're gonna have to deal with it. Thank you for the stream. Good night, and thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I gotta look forward to more of your art. You're making a lot of great progress from the sounds of things. I'll have to scan your Twitter for more of your pics. I have to do a proper website where I can put all my art. I opened a DeviantArt, but I never used it. And I opened Pixiv, and I never used it. So pretty soon I should get to posting in that. Maybe after ARTFIGHT, maybe like after July, I'll have like this bunch of drawings that I can post readily available, and that will be the moment to start like really getting into Instagram, DeviantArt, and Pixiv. But you know, it's gonna take me a little while because I have to figure those out. I never really posted anything on Instagram. I used to have Instagram just to follow other artists, and DeviantArt as well. Like, I've never really posted a lot of my art, so it's gonna be a new world, and I'm gonna have to get used to it. A perfectionist telling another perfectionist to not be obsessively perfect paradoxes. No, I'm telling you to try, because I know that it's impossible not to. Like, I myself am a perfectionist, and I know what you're feeling. I know how that feels. But I think you need to at least make the attempt, you know? You can also make an HF account. What is HF? I don't think I recognize the name. Hi Facebook? Hi Facebook? The pro version of Facebook? Hyper Facebook. I don't know what it is. Sorry. Oh, DeviantArt Pixiv are useful for gallery purposes. I recently made Insta but barely use it. I'm very familiar with DeviantArt if you need help. I'm familiar with DeviantArt as much as like following other artists and like making my own folder of bookmarks and favorites and stuff. But I don't think I don't know much about the posting side of it. I don't think I ever posted much to it. If I had all the counts, like, I don't know how much I would have posted on those. Granted, I also like took a while to get to digital art, and a lot of my pencil art came out really badly on the scanner that we had back when I was still doing pencil art. So I don't know. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for coming. Tomorrow we have more Shantae. Always exciting, always happy to do Shantae. And yeah, that will be it. So I'll see you tomorrow for Shantae. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. This is a short wrap up, which is good for me because I'm hungry and I want to go make myself a tea. And I'll see you next time. So don't forget to drink water, don't forget to stretch, try to sleep 7 to 9 hours and eat nutritiously, and of course, most important of all, be kind to yourself and others, alright?